Hello guys. I wanted to show you how my Journal for No Reason a la Shannon Green became a journal for a reason, and what reason was to journal. Okay, there we go. I think we covered all our bases there. Do you guys remember? I put this book together with packing paper. We seem to just have a lot of packing paper right now, so I thought I would take advantage of that and put some packing paper in here, as well as I covered the journal. For the cover of the journal, I used drop paper from my desk. So, you know, this was a slam bam, thank you ma'am, whack together journal that turned out really well. My idea was to create my own paper pad, so that is what I did. So I'm going to show it to you. Let's do okay, so I started working on the book like this, you know, because the dimensions of the book, which I wrote here, are 8.5 by 7. I needed something that was 8.5 by 7 to fit into my flow journal, so that's why I kind of went with that size. The first thing I did was collage, but it was like, you know, that's not really what I'm going for, but you know, it was a fun way to get started. Basically, what I was going for were background pages, and we will, I'm disassembling this journal today, and we are going to go through here and basically trim the pages down so they'll fit in my new flow journals. I did take advantage of my spent dryer sheet, so you can kind of see that's what's hanging off the edge here, because the packing paper itself was very thin. It was like a thin craft paper, but I was able to chunk it up quite a bit by using just layers, a little bit of molding paste. I did have just a little bit of molding paste, as well as using these spent dryer sheets, which really added a fabric element to these collage pages. I finished this this morning quite early, so you can see what we have going on here. Everything is very textural, and that's what I wanted in my journals, because I think it's fun to start creating, you know, if you've got a flow journal, having a page that's pre-painted is a great shortcut to creating some mixed media type art, because you've already got some first layers going on here, and that's always fun to have first layers going on. I did some collage on this page. Also added the words beyond function and new approach. I thought that kind of, this is what I did last night for our Friday night paint party. I added plastic netting from a navel orange bag, and when I started drawing this, it kind of shrunk. It shrunk, and then it created a whole different kind of texture here, so I thought that that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun to experiment around with. If you're going to apply a heat tool to plastic netting, please do be careful, because of course it's super hot and it makes the netting melt, kind of shrinky dink it down. This is a page that I think we did that yesterday. I did this morning, this morning, and this I finished up this morning as well. I call these ghost paintings because it's a drop technique. You drop the paint and then you leave it alone for a minute, well, for more than a minute, 3 to 4 minutes, and then you swipe down and you get these kind of ghostly, eerie kind of images going on here. So I thought we're going to go ahead and just take this baby apart. I'm going to snip the string right here, flip her to the middle, and disassemble her. Now don't be upset, because she's not upset. She realizes that she's gone through a metamorphosis, and she is now reappearing on the scene as something totally new and different. So she's good with it. this might be a knot. Just hold on. There we go. And then we'll pull that. Okay, so there you go. I mean, technically, you just made your own paper pad. Isn't this nice to know that in these changing, odd, uncertain, unpredictable, potentially volatile times that you can do something yourself? You don't have to go to the craft store. You don't have to order off Amazon. You can make your own paper pad. So let's go ahead and start cutting our paper pad. Now remember, this is an 8.5 by, I can't ever remember, 8.5 by 7 paper pad. So what we'll do is we'll just whack it off. And the nice thing is too, that you've got double-sided pages. And how fun is that? I do have a little bit of sticky because I am super impatient when it comes to doing things like this. And sometimes don't let the paint dry before I'm on to the next thing, y'all. You can cut this into art trading cards. You can cut it into art trading coins. You can cut it into rectangles. You can just totally use it like it is. I have this in like a rectangle design, so when I get ready to use it, I'm just going to cut it right there. All right, I want to see if this is good. Hey, it tears beautifully. Now I'm ready to go ahead and make another of these background books with more packing paper that I have. Okay, this one's really stuck, so I'm going to have to be super careful about how I'm tearing that out of there. There we go. This one's kind of really stuck too. So the takeaway is I encourage you to use what you have, put it together in a very unique and different way. Use your stamps that you already have. Use the paint that you already have. If you don't have paint, then maybe you have fingernail polish. If you don't have fingernail polish, then maybe you have some food coloring. If you don't have food coloring, maybe you have some crayons. If you don't have crayons, maybe you have some markers. Use what you have to slap color on some pages and create your very own paper pad. I know that it's, tempting to go and purchase paper, but, how refreshing. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But it is refreshing to know that you can kind of do your own thing using what you have and make something beautiful. Make something that is uniquely yours, because every stroke on here is yours. You say, well, slapping paint on it's the same for everybody. No, it's not. It's the whole mental thing that you go through when you're slapping some paint down on the paper. So there we go. I'm also going to go ahead and use my cover. And I think with this, I'm probably going to make art trading cards out of it, or chippy backgrounds, because it is it's a piece of poster board, which is kind of my favorite thing to work with. So there we go, you guys. You just made a paper pad. I'll be putting together another book like this in the near future, probably tomorrow, because now I got the paint. I've got the paint bug, so to keep her quiet, we'll have to let her paint for a while. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.